not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. This defense for the Titans, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
From the 39, Eason looking for Campbell downfield. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
2nd and 10. Eason sets to throw it. Eason in trouble, and down he goes. Bud Dupree gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Bud Dupree was a 1st-round draft pick for the Pittsburgh Steelers and really blossoming his last few years there, teaming with T.J. Watt to create quite the duo. Dupree had 8 sacks in 2020 before hurting his knee in Week 12, 11.5 in 2019, and signed with Tennessee for 5 years and better than $82 million.
Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Virginia Tech, Caleb Farley. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And another timeout taken by the Colts. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. After the interception, here's Tannehill. Flushed out right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, I've heard you say that so much of being a great inside linebacker is diagnosis, and that time he diagnosed things instantly, made a beeline for the football.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want...
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. And now the Titans will line up to go for 2. Tannehill going to throw for it. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0. So they go with a pass, and it works there on the 2-point try. Charles, just in general, what are your thoughts passing versus running on 2-point conversion? Situational?
It is situational. You have to know your team. What is your strength? Because so many people think you have to throw the ball in a 2-point conversion, but the stats will tell you that running it is about as proficient. So know your team and go to your strength.
Marlon Mack ready to return it.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Throwing is Eason. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. This deep.
Defense for the Titans, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Eason. That's caught by his tight end, Kylen Granson. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now Eason. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drop.
Gets through and now an opening. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. And we were down on the field watching Henry warm up before the game. He's a big man. No wonder he breaks those tackles.
And you remember what I told you when we were watching? It's not all pads. I mean, you get him out of pads and just see him in a regular suit or an outfit. He is a huge human being and a lot faster than what people know. When he gets rolling, he's a lot to bring down.
41 yards on the ground for him so far. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a handoff to Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Play action. It's Tannehill. Check down here for Henry. And he will have a Titans first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. On 1st and 10, Tannehill. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now Tannehill. Got his man. That's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 26. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. Tannehill looking to throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that bumps their lead up even further. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Second and 10 now from the 27. Here's Eason to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
The Colts on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is third and 10. Back to throw. Eason. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Touchdown, Indianapolis. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead is down to 2. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He'll get this complete to Batson. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one at 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting.
Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multi.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That's one heck of a third down conversion, a pickup of 39. Tannehill on first down. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's not a bad idea, not at all. You've got a bunch of defenders reeling a little bit back on their heels after just giving up a big play. You take another shot and hope to complete it. In this case, though, it falls incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points. But he could not get that to stick. And that is a golden opportunity wasted there. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw is Tannehill. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Tannehill. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. A first down carry for Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away.
Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
He'll let it go deep for Foster. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
Oh, wide open, complete. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Flush to his right. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards on the play. On first down, Tannehill. This is caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Julio Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Titans will extend their lead here just before halftime. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill forced out to his left. And he is into the end zone. So they get 2 more on the board here just before halftime. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. A final shot before break. Eason, he's going to go up top again. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. From the gun is Eason. And his throw is going to be incomplete. There defensively was Matthias Farley to knock it away.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Eason sets to throw it. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A real head-scratcher there. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. On 1st down. It's Henry. There he goes inside the 30. And all the way down to the 5. 94 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Here's Tannehill. Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. So now Tannehill leading his crew to the line to go for 2. Tannehill going to throw for it. And it'll be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Rodgers on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own.
Eason in trouble, and down he goes. Bud Dupree picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hines. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. A good return there. Call it.
Salute when you see me. That jealousy is an ocean, and you either float or you sink.